Like what you say, I just forget. Yeah.
Yeah, we can never realize.
We never
it's
realize.
Unrealistic of the world's realities. What the world says is real. What the youth are saying, like from the definition, drug is what you take, and it moves you from being normal to abnormal. Sometimes it can make you a monster. You know? So, from what we are discussing, why they use it, why we use it. And one of the is escaping from challenges. Another one is peers, fitting in the society, like you rightly said. The word of God said, when a demon is cast out of somebody, the demon goes around. He will be checking whether that place is empty again. If he gets that place empty, he'll go and bring 7 more demons that are stronger than the first one, so that nobody will keep them out. That's exactly what you're talking about, and that is true. You have problems, you have challenges. Instead of facing your challenges squarely, you go and take drugs. Or maybe more especially, we do it in relationship. How will you have a clear eye to be able to deal with your problem in your relationship? Sometimes it's something we do when our business is going down. How will you have a clear eye? So you are saying, in a nutshell, that we think that it is real to take drugs to pull down the challenges, but it is not real. It is unrealistic. It rather destroys us. That's a very good one. That's beautiful. You know, when it comes to looking at your peers, following them, how is it that we get involved? And how realistic is it? When we get involved, following our friends, we know, oh, they are taking drugs, they are still driving a Mercedes-Benz, or they are still driving a GMC, is that? They are still, but they are into drugs, they are doing this. You following them because, you know, how realistic is that too? How realistic is that? Is it realistic? Can you realize it? Is it something that you achieve success from? Following your peers, yeah?
Well, for me personally, I think no, because I don't really think you will achieve success from that. Instead, it's just going to lead you into more challenges. Yeah, then as our brother said, I was talking about how you can push the demon aside, but at the end of the day, it'll still be going around. So I believe no, because if you keep taking all those drugs and stuff, it's not really going to go away. Instead, at the end of the day, it's still going to lead you to more challenges. Yeah.
Praise the Lord. You know, like now, okay, is there no good reason to follow our peers? Is there no good reason to follow company or people? Like what he said is very true. You know? And what we want to avoid is a kind of, because there are still some people out there that are doing the right thing. But we are talking about those that are taking drugs and people are following, living on drugs, you know, showing hitman, you know, trying to show that,
To add to that, well, it's no. Because those that take drugs and those that follow, we see a lot of consequences from those that take drugs. Like sometimes it might be like death. Like some of these superstars, those pop stars, you know, those musicians, you know, they are influencing kids, but the reality is it's not, you know, realistic.
That's right.
It will just lead to consequences that will affect not just the person but the family, because, you know, like we see on TV every day, superstars are dying from drugs overdose, or they are dying from, you know, so drugs that they take.
That's right.
So yeah, just I will give an example. Just I think it was last year, December or November, a pop star was found in his tour bus. He died from drugs overdose. So you can see, I mean, the picture is there. It's not realistic. Don't value them. It's not realistic. It's all, leading to disaster, death. So it's not,
Not to cut you short, before I continue, I want to tell those on the media, you can call us on the phone and discuss. The number is there. It's 0451597794. It's on the screen there. You can call if you want to say something or share with us. And we'll listen to your own suggestion. So if you want to call, you can call us because this is a TV. You can call us and contribute your contribution. Praise the Lord. Like our brother rightly said, it's not something we should encourage the youth to be doing. Because we see those people that we feel are success, but because they have gotten themselves entangled with living with drugs, life of abusing drug, addiction, we see how they end. Great man will just fall to zero. Praise the Lord. Yes, any other contribution towards that, it doesn't matter whether it's an advice or what. Like me, if you keep on looking onto people because they are taking drugs and you means you don't have a vision in life. It means you are just taking chances. It means your life is you've not defined and understood whom you are. You have no direct place you're going. You don't have destiny. So you are just living like every other person that says, now that I'm a youth, let me test everything I want to test so that when I'm old, what if you test? Imagine it's just like you see accident, you say, let me test accident. Accident will remove your leg, and in your old age, you will regret and die. Your regret will be, So these are, there are things that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. So we are saying in a capital letter that it is unrealistic. We cannot really realize what we are looking for, the future we are looking for, by following people because they are taking drugs, and also because they are taking drugs and they are riding the big best car. They are taking drugs and they flit around with the greatest woman or the greatest man. It doesn't mean that's not success. There's a way that cement right onto a man, but the end thereof is death. This is CGMi Australia TV, Youth TV. Don't mind me being here. I was once a youth. I'm just leading the way. But it's something that I need to get involved to encourage them. So still tune on to listen to more of as we welcome Jimmy. Brother Jimmy, what do you want to say?
Yeah, something I want to say is that, I myself being a youth and all that stuff, experience like peer pressure. Sometimes it's actually, I understand that's very hard sometimes just to not do what others are telling you to do. Because they're your friends and, you want to do it because you want to be cool. You want to do it because everyone's, why shouldn't I do it? Why should I be left out and all that stuff? But the thing is, you got to realize that sometimes it's like we're running a race in life. If you mess up, we all have time in this world. Think about it. Don't only think about today. We all say, there's this thing as YOLO, you only live once. But if you only live once, why would you live recklessly? If you only live once, why do you want to live wild?
Preach it, my pastor. That's great.
If you only live once, why do you want to pretty much just set yourself on a fast lane to die early? Peer pressures, I know it's very hard to overcome these things, but that's when you yourself sometimes have to realize that if this pressure me to do what I myself know is wrong, what my parents have taught me is wrong, that's when you have to question whether this friendship that you're in is right or not. That's when you have to question. That's when you yourself have to start standing up and say, no, I can't let them make decisions for me. I myself have to start making decisions for myself. That's when you yourself even have to stand up and be a role model. That's when you yourself even have to stand up and try and be a leader. Since guys, we all watch on news. Now taking drugs, we all know it's bad. A lot of people are homeless today because of why? Drugs. A lot of people don't have jobs. Why? Because of drugs. They listen to their friends, and some of their friends, they might have taken it. And another thing I want to say is that the thing is you have to realize that drugs has different effects on everybody. Wow. Some people, they might take it, it might not affect them, but you might take it and man, you just go, wow. You just lose it. You just lose it. So you gotta realize that, okay, my friends have been taking drugs, and yeah, maybe it hasn't been affecting me, but if I take this, man, this might just ruin my life. Wow. I might just become addicted to this thing. And once you get addicted to it, the thing is you're gonna need it more. And the more you need it, that just ruins your life. So that's why you gotta learn sometimes to, say, okay, they're peer pressuring me, they're pressuring me to do this thing, but I myself know that I can't do this. Guys, I can't keep doing this. Guys, I can't keep doing this. Girls, I can't keep doing this. I know everyone's doing it, but just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's right. That's a new thing now, because everyone's doing everything in life now. Everyone's having intimacy, everyone's getting drunk, everyone's doing all these things. You say, because everyone's doing it, I want to do it too. It seems right, but is it really right? You have to question yourself. You have to ask yourself. Another thing is about taking drugs to overcome your problems. I know sometimes we take drugs and one time, when you're having depression, you take drugs, it just helps you forget about everything. But think about it again. It might have helped you to overcome this one problem, but it might just be leading to double trouble.
Destroying your life.
It might just be leading to destruction in the future. Look ahead, don't only look down. Don't only look at today, but think about your future. Because some people, when they have kids, their kids become addicted to drugs too. Why? Because they were addicted when they were young. So think about your future. Think about the family you might have in the future. Do you want your kids in the future to be addicted to drugs? Do you want your kids in the future to be addicted to drugs?
A killer of our youth. Preach on my pastor.
This is something serious.
Yes.
And we all got to be serious about this in life.
Amen.
Think about your life. Because once it's ruined, once you wasted 20 years, 5 years, 3 years, you ain't getting that years back.
I'll tell you.
You are not getting it back. I'm telling you. Once it's gone, it's gone.
So it's not something we should kind of say, let's enjoy it now we are young, so that we don't regret never enjoying it. Just like all these young men and young women that are into committing fornication. You say, let me just impregnate a lady so that I don't regret ever testing it. Why you are giving birth to 20 children? When you make money, you don't even have for yourself. Different woman, different man. I don't understand how that is fun. Creating problem for only Abraham. Only one mistake he made. Up to today, his great-great-grandchildren. Mistake of going to sleep with his maid. It was even his wife that advised him and said, go and sleep with your maid. Since God has not given me a child. Abraham made that mistake. That's everything in the world now, the whole problem we are fighting today. Israel and Palestine, they will never have peace because of that mistake Abraham made. If Abraham has fight back his Ojonto, he fight it back and did not go and, raise another son. Who knows, we might have a peaceful war today. Praise the Lord. But nevertheless, there's always a way. God, Jesus is our way out. That's very good. Can we quickly go to is this drug taking really affecting our community, our society? Is it affecting our country, or just is only affecting people, only the people that are taking the drug? Is the drug that we are taking, is it only something, living is my life and it's destroying my life, or is it really affecting dangerously or destroying the community? Yes. Yes, you have anything to say? Do you think that this drug is really only destroying the person taking it? Or do you think the drug is destroying the society in a whole? Yeah? That's Sister Faith. Do you think the drug, that let's say I'm taking the drug, is only destroying me and my life? Or is it really affecting this community as a whole?
Yeah, the drugs being taken by the user is not only affecting him, but it's also affecting those around him. As someone mentioned, it's affecting the family members.
That's why.
And also the society, because as we explained earlier, how drugs turn a person into like a monster, makes them do like crazy things they don't even want to do.
That's why.
So yeah, I believe that does affect the society in a way.
See, yeah, what our brother is saying, yeah, very, very clear. Because community starts with the family. If there's problem in the family, definitely there'll be problem in the community. So that is well articulated. You have something to say? Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Barney, yeah.
Just add to Brother Henry. Yes. It's not just affecting the individual.
That's why.
It is affecting the family and also the whole country.
That's why.
For example, Australia.
That's why.
You know, record has shown that, you know, drugs is like going very, very, very fast. Like we see to these stereo parties, like where to go and dance music. There is a lot of drugs being used there, and it is not just killing, you know, the individual, but it is killing the future of Australia.
That's why.
The next generation. You know, so we gotta wake up. How can we stop that? Because at the end of the day, Australia will have no future.
Oh my God.
It will just be a drug addict, you know, generation. Generation that, you know, is used to drugs. And that too can lead to the next generation and the next generation. So yeah, yes, it is affecting the family, but also it is affecting generations to come if we don't stop, if we don't wake up and do something. So yeah.
And I believe that is why the youth of Church of God Mission have decided to have this TV show to discuss the killers of the youth, especially in our setting. And I believe, I pray that the Lord that gave you this vision will use this program to deliver a lot of youth from this killer of the next generation, which one of it is drug. Thank you for giving us a good exposition of that. Is there any possible solution to this, to arresting this drug addiction, to stopping this monster drug from holding captive the future of the next generation? Yeah? Is there any solution? Yeah, Jimmy?
Well, through research, I actually discovered that there is these things like, I should have mentioned this earlier, but it's called party drugs. You know, it's like hallucinations and all that. I don't know if that's the right name, but there's these certain drugs that people actually supply to parties. And so, I think the age, I might not get this right, but the age range is from which the target is maybe 12 to 16 or something like that. So these drugs sometimes are supplied at parties or supplied at various places for, you know, youths and all that stuff. So I think a possible solution is to actually get people to stop, to like maybe police or someone to stop these people that are supplying these drugs to youths from doing that. Because maybe when they stop supplying these drugs, then they won't have any options to take these drugs.
That's, yeah. Okay.
Because supplying it and maybe being it at a cheap price, that is what's really helping and leading youths to, you know, taking these things. You know, once we prevent people from supplying it, or maybe even increasing the price, or getting the government or the police involved in all these things, that's just going to be something that's going to be very helpful. So that's what I think. And also, yeah, parents advising their kids, and maybe those that actually take drugs or use other substances, you know, that the best thing to do is you yourself should stop doing it. Because I can't tell you to stop smoking when I myself I'm doing I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Obviously you're not gonna listen to me. So the best thing is get your kids, educate them about it, and you yourself shouldn't do it. And be watchful of them. Be watchful of them. Check their lifestyle. Check the friends they're with, parents. Has your kids' lives been like influenced because of the people they're hanging out with? Check all these things about them. So that's just something here I have to contribute.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Brother Vanley, do you have something to say here?
Yes, I believe there is a solution, and the solution lies in communities, which is the church. The church is the pillar of the community, the society. You know, to my belief, churches are missing the mark. They are focusing on heaven and on earth. I think it was in the book of Psalms. The pastor said it before, that God has given up the earth. And you can read in the book of Genesis too.
That's right.
The earth belongs to us.
That's right.
Us means the church.
That's right.
The church. So I believe that the solution is there. But how does the church utilize this tool or this potential that God has given them? And what we are doing right now can be that tool. You know, like Martin Luther King, great people. They were sick and tired of situation going on in the country. They said enough is enough. And if the church, the youth, have that same mentality, they can stop it. They can stop it. Because we have the Holy Spirit. We have God. So the church is the solution. The church is the solution.
That's beautiful. That's good. That's beautiful. Before I conclude, do any other person have something to say? Our brother Jimmy has mentioned something very, very good in handling it physically. And our brother Vani has said something spiritually in handling it as a person, as a master. Yes,